It didn't start with you. You'll be very surprised that some of the reactions, some of the responses you're having, or some of the patterns that you are repeating in life actually did not start with you. Hi, my name is Wangoi. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all things healing. I read this very interesting book by Mark Collin titled It Didn't Start With You, and basically it debunks the myth that everything that we do is as a result of our environment. It turns out that it's not only as a result of our environment, but it's also because of inherited DNA that carries trauma. Surprise. I want you to pause for a moment and think of all the things that you've been feeling guilty about or carrying a lot of shame around that actually seems sort of pointless when you dig deep and see that it actually didn't start with you. It's so unfortunate that among many things that we inherit from our parents or our family systems, some of it includes trauma. And this is not to mean that now we have somewhere to point fingers at or we have people to blame. Actually, if anything, the importance of this information is to create context. Because what context does, it then helps you create awareness, and that's where the change begins. If you're watching this, then it means that you're so tired of things or forces that are beyond you ruling over your life. It also means that maybe you've been feeling like you're too much or too emotional or too sensitive, and you're just done feeling all those shitty things. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in this journey. There's hope for you, and you can always start again. Our body keeps the score. This is something that we have to understand. And this is through DNA, this is through our nervous system, continuously repeating patterns of survival because it was taught to adapt to the environment that it was in. But you're no longer in that environment that your ancestors were or the people that came before you were. You are now creating a new environment for yourself, a new life for yourself. And it's very, very possible to come up with these changes. And this is what we call the work, doing the work. Some call it shadow work and all of that. It's okay, whatever you want to call it, as long as you're grasping the most important concepts that will help you in your healing journey. The reason why I'm sharing all this is because I hoped that someone will tell me that, first of all, healing takes time. It's not something you can rush into. It's not something that you can force, which is very unfortunate in the healing culture. People promising, oh, you can change in 3 days. If you buy this course, then you're going to change within 30 days and all of that. I know energetically, yes, you can actually make transformative changes within a short amount of time. But is it sustainable really? Because if the pain went too deep, then it's also okay that the healing also goes just as deep and takes just as much time. Not to say it's going to take forever, but it's just to say we can meet ourselves with so much grace in our healing journey in such a way we don't have to carry so much guilt and so much shame around the things, the patterns that you're repeating. For instance, if you have a tendency to emotionally shut down, or you're struggling with anxiety or hyper independence, these are all things that you have learned or that your body remembers from the people that came before you. And much as you may not even understand some things or you cannot pin down, because some of us do not have our family histories. We don't know what our parents go through. Maybe they're gone and all of that, and we cannot even debunk like what happened in the past. You do not need to worry about that. I want you to know that as long as you're here in this space, it means that you have everything it takes to take you on that healing journey. And why do we need to heal anyways? And what is this? What is this that we are healing from? Trauma. Let's talk about trauma. Trauma is an effect of a painful experience. It's something that stays in the body, it stays in your mind, it stays in your nervous system, and the body builds a system around it, adapts to it so that it can help you, it can protect you from experiencing it once again. And if you don't have the right tools, or you don't have the safe space or even understanding of how to go about or interpret these painful experiences, it kind of gets stored somewhere, and you can keep passing it on in your bloodline until one person says, hold up, stop, we can't keep doing this same thing over and over again. And that is why this page is dedicated to those people who are ready to break cycles and live free, and also secure the next generations if you want to continue with your generation. So how can we rewire our brains and our bodies in order to feel safe again? In order for us to not continue in these patterns, such as anxiety or fear, which are actually signals of where we need to correct, okay, where we need to rewire ourselves. The brain's primary purpose in neuroscience is to survive, and the brain creates neural pathways around adaptation to certain circumstances or to certain environments or to certain triggers. And so the only way we can rewire these patterns and create neural pathways is by continually repeating and consistently repeating new habits and new behaviors. When we do that, then it starts to create new neural pathways, okay, that allow us to now have new emotions, because the neural pathways that we have then produce certain emotions or certain feelings, and those certain feelings then rule how we communicate with our environment and what manifests in our physical reality. So if we make the change internally, then we automatically change our external environment, which also takes time. But I do believe in one thing: it doesn't matter where you are in life, you deserve to feel a sense of peace. You deserve to feel a sense of independence without feeling hyper independence. You deserve to feel enough without feeling like you need to do more. You need to be loved from a place of abundance and not from a place of obligation or responsibility. What are some of these habits that we can pick up that can help us rewire our brains and create new neural pathways? Number one, you can stop judging yourself for everything that you have gone through, for everything that you have done, for whoever you have dated that was toxic, or the many people that you have. You have to forgive yourself for how you've reacted, for the anger that you have expressed, for the things that you may call bad or wrong that you have done in the past. That's the beginning of this. You need to continually observe those emotions and those memories as they come, and stop judging yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming your parents for what they did. I know it's fucked up, but they also didn't know any better. At the end of the day, we are all doing this shit for the first time ever, okay? Another key thing that you can do is seek help. Honestly, guys, I know you can come on here and watch all the YouTube videos about healing and everything, but if you do not have the right support system, then it's gonna be very hard to do this work, because at the end of the day, you also need someone to point it out to you, like, hey, you know, maybe there's no need to feel bad about this, or it's not your fault, or someone to just be a voice of reason, someone to simply hold your hand and tell you it's okay and we can do better next time. Anyways, guys, I'm still learning to get comfortable on camera, and it's really hard, and my thoughts are all over the place. I've been trying to organize like a presentation. I even wrote a script, but I couldn't come here and just read a bunch of things to you, because I want you to feel my energy, and I want you to feel that I am holding your hand, and I want you to feel that you're actually not alone in this, and you don't need to rush your healing. I want you to know that it's possible to actually rewire your brain, and it's possible to soften your nervous system and make it feel safe again. because if your nervous system is safe, then it means that it's safe to receive love, it's safe to receive money, it's safe to receive all good things. It's also very safe to give, and it's not going to give from a place of anxiety or a place of wanting to be wanted or wanting to keep someone in your life. You're not going to do things because you are fearing to be abandoned. You're not going to walk through life and reason through life from a place of fear. You're going to walk through life from a place of abundance, knowing that you deserve all the good things in this world. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. You deserve good things. And life is for you, not against you. Guys, I have so many tips and I just wanted to share those two with you. Don't judge yourself. No blaming anyone, especially yourself. It's also about creating new stories around this, because if you know then it didn't start with you, then at least you're going to know, oh, like, you know, it's not entirely my fault, so it's okay. And the people who came did not any better. I'm also taking this journey because I am eradicating the fears that I've also inherited, like fear of being seen. I know my ancestors had to survive, and part of it was hiding in the shadows and everything, and I have hidden in the shadows for so long, and it has actually helped me do the work. It has helped me study and take this healing journey, which I am so grateful for. I'm still on a healing journey, but I can tell you for free that it's worth it, because it doesn't matter what is happening in my environment. I always have a deep sense of peace. A deep sense of peace. I'm always peaceful. And even though sometimes it's easy to fall back into your old self and feel overwhelmed, I don't stay there. I don't stay down too long. I always come back because of these foundational core truths that I've come to an understanding of. I am so grateful to have this opportunity to be alive today to share this truth. And if you have a truth, I'm also encouraging you to go out there. I genuinely want people to feel less pain and more peace. Honestly, like, we deserve it. Like, for all the fucked up shit we've been through and those who have come before us have been through, we deserve to actually enjoy this experience. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I love you so much and see you in my next video.